Hello and welcome to another video. Today we talk about the fast attacks choices part 2, and we will start off with the Anvilus Dreadclaw. So the Anvilus Dreadclaw is a 115 point upgrade. Or not upgrade, it's a 115 point unit, but it can't have any upgrades, so it will always cost you 115 points. So it's an assault vehicle drop pod, which is very nice if you want to drop in a melee squad and assault with it after the deep strike. But not the first turn after the deep strike, because you can never charge after deep striking. Except you have a rule, but I don't think that's a thing in Heresy. And when the Anvilus drop pod comes in from deep strike, it unleashes a heat blast in a straight line, and the range is like 3d3 inches, and every model in a straight line 1 inch, 1 inch thick, will get a strength 6 AP5 hit. So it's a drop pod, so it basically can when you just have 1 or 3, then but basically always half of the drop pods come in turn 1. But if you only have 1, you round up. So you round up always. If you have 3, 2 come in first turn, and so on. It can hold 10 Marines, so it's a small assault claw. And it can hold 10 Marines or a Contemptor Dreadnought or smaller. It's a good choice if you want to bring in a Dreadnought and drop it in, or you want to bring in an assault squad, but it's one fast attack slot. I mean, if you don't know what to do with your fast attack slot, you basically can do it. But otherwise, I would not. I mean, I would, if I wanted to have a drop assault army, I would use one of the drop assault rites of war. Either the basic one that every legion can access, or the special ones for the other legions. Then we come to the Primaries Lightning Strike Fighter, which is arguably one of the best fast attack choices in the game. Because it's like, it can have such a variety of weapons, first of all. It's pretty cheap at 135 points. So let's just talk about the weapon mounts. Or you basically have 3 open weapon mounts, and you place 2 weapons at once. So you don't get to choose 6 weapons. You choose 3 times 2. So you have the Kraken Penetrator missiles. These are strength 8 AP2 armor bane. That's very strong. They can pop any vehicle you like. Oh boy. I mean, they can. If you want a vehicle dead, you can outfit your Primaris Lightning for it. It will definitely destroy that vehicle, or at least immobilize it. Then you have the Phosphex Bomb Cluster. It's a Phosphex Bomb. What do you expect? And if you actually hit the flyer while it has a bomb cluster, it has the deadly cargo. So the bomb cluster can explode onto the on the rig, on the holding thing. So you could blow up the bomb on the flyer. And then you have twin-linked autocannons. These are nice, obviously. 20 points is a little expensive, I feel like. I mean, it's two twin-linked autocannons, I see it, but I'm not even sure if that's like on the model, if you get it when you buy the model. Same as for the missile launchers and the multi-lasers and everything else. You can have like autocannons for 20 points, missile launchers for twin-linked missile launchers for 25 points, twin-linked multi-lasers for 25 points, two electromagnetic storm charges, so they're basically haywire bombs that also have concussive. They can stall in vehicular assault. They really can. Two Sun Fury heavy missiles. Those are just, I think, anti-air missiles. Just strength 8 AP2, but not armor bane. Let me look it up a second. No, it's strength 6 AP3. Sorry, it's a large blast, gets hot, one use. So it's an pardon me. It's a good anti-infantry weapon. It's a good armor. It's a good power armor remover. Yeah, that's it. The Primaries Lightning can basically do whatever you like on the battlefield and more. It's a good choice, but I don't know if everything is on the model, so you kind of maybe need to craft some things yourself. But most people just use Kraken penetrator missiles to destroy vehicles. Then you have the Saber Strike Tank Squadron. That's the new tank that got released last year. The good days when Fort World still has open. It's like a fast attack choice with a wide range of weapons. Like, very, very wide range of weapons. It can basically fill every slot you ever like. It can basically fill every role, I wanted to say. So if you want to have it for anti-infantry, you can outfit it for anti-infantry. If you wanted to have anti-tank, you can also outfit it for that. It's fast, and it's in the fast attack slots, so legions that don't use that you think don't tend to use fast attack slot as much, for example Iron Hands or Iron Warriors, you could shove a couple of Saber tanks in there. Not only are they great, I think also the models look pretty nice, if you ask me. So let's talk about the weapons. So it comes with an Anvilus Snob autocannon, so it's basically an autocannon. Then they come with a Neutron Blaster, which is kind of the smaller version of the Sikaran weapon. And yeah, it's a smaller version of the Sikaran weapon. It has concussive and shock pulse. So it's a good weapon. It's strength 9, so it can penetrate vehicles very well. And then it has the Volkite Saker, which is basically just a very big Volkite. It has 6 shots, strength 6, AP5, deflagrate. This is very nice for clearing out hordes. That's a good weapon. 6 shots, strength 6. I mean, it has a bad AP, but you have to keep in mind it has the deflagrate rule. So then you can. Then there's also top-mounted weapons. So there can be a heavy bolter for free or a heavy flamer for free, the multi-melter for 25 points, or the Volkite Culverin for 15. I think you just choose the top weapon according to what your main armament is. So if you take the Anvilus autocannon, you can basically take everything because that's a pretty all-round weapon. But for the Neutron Blaster, I would take a multi-melter, so you double down on the anti-tank roll. If you have a Volkite Saker, basically take the Volkite Culverin, the heavy bolter, to fulfill the anti-infantry role. Yeah, and that's basically it. Also has Saber missiles, but its own small hunter killer missiles. I really don't like that. They are not that great. They're strength 6, AP 4, rending. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking when they made them. I think they just didn't want to give it hunter killer missiles. I don't think they're all too nice, to be honest. I don't like the Saber missiles. Then we come to a choice I just learned about. I just learned about how amazing they are while making the video, and that's the Seeker Squad. So the Seeker Space Marine Squads is basically Special Forces Space Marines. They determine a target at the beginning of the game, and they get preferred enemy against it. Oh, and by the way, there are 155 points. So they get preferred enemies against the unit they have chosen, which is very nice. It's actually amazing. So they not only do they come with special issue ammo, which is great. They have great special issue ammos like Scorpius rounds, which are strength 5 AP2, or the Kraken Penetrator rounds which are strength 4 AP4 but 30 inches. So basically their bolters are already amazing. Then they get the preferred enemy rule. They also have implacable advance and precision shots, so they can hold objectives, and on 6s you can pick out the targets, so you could snipe some characters with their amazing amazing rounds. And to top it all off, if you want to have them all with combi melters, a combi melter in the playtest rules is only 5 points, and since we already established that everybody uses playtest rules, that's pretty much very amazing. So after the video, I'm definitely going to make at least one squad for my White Scars and one squad for my Iron Warriors, and maybe in a later date I will make a squad for my Word Bearers. But they are just amazing and very cool. They can also have a Land Raider Proteus or a Rhino, which is also nice, so they can come and roll in. I think when you have a 10-man squad, you can also have a Storm Eagle. No, you can't. I lied. That is not true. So basically, additional war gear. Yeah, everybody can have a combat. Can have a combi weapon for 5 points. The sergeant has normal sergeant stuff to choose. So that's been it for the video. Thank you very much. Like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Discord server if you want to have a place to talk heresy and other stuff. Farewell, goodbye, stay healthy.